Okay, welcome back to the Mandeville News, Day 2. Now, there's going to be a little different format for today, and I'm probably going to follow this for a while. I'm going to present both sides of an issue equally. I'm not going to have any opinion on either side, despite what I actually believe. And I'm going to listen to what you guys think. And just basically get a view of what YouTubers generally think, and people in general think about it. And there's two big spots for this today. One, Obama in Afghanistan. And I find it kind of sad that the other thing is Tiger Woods. But, okay. Here's how it's going to go. I'm going to present the pros and cons of Afghanistan, the pros and cons of just letting Tiger go and just not doing what we did. Well, what we're going to do. I'll explain that point later. Okay, so let's start with this. Putting more troops into Afghanistan, it's bad because we could lose troops, it costs us lots of money, and we're in an economical recession. We shouldn't really be there as viewed by this side of the party, because it's not really our problem, which probably isn't right, but whatever. I'm sorry, I'm trying to be unopinionated, and it's kind of hard, but okay. So 30,000 more troops is a lot of people, and I just don't, and they think that it's not going to work, and that the pullout date of approximately 2017 for Afghanistan is ridiculous, that they should come out sooner, get back home sooner. Okay. Now, the good parts of this is that we have the Taliban, who we drove back out in 2001 after they harbored Al-Qaeda, or so believed harbored Al-Qaeda. And then a dictatorship kind of rule on them, just very uncivil laws like Hammurabi did, which is basically an eye for an eye. You kill somebody by accident, you get killed. You steal something, they cut your hand off. No more stealing. You rape somebody, you get stoned, I think it was. But they had those kind of laws in place, but it worked. They were stable-ish. After the Soviet Union wrecked Afghanistan, they were the ones who saved it. But they harbored Al-Qaeda, had Al-Qaeda training camps, and are possibly hiding Osama bin Laden. We have to go in there and fix our government that way. There's no longer as much, no longer as much fraud and corruption in the government. Now, I don't particularly know what you guys are going to think, so I'll move on to the next topic before I get too opinionated on that. Now, Tiger Woods. That's a very complex case right there. So be extremely careful with this, because he's a good guy who most people look up to, unless you're like racist. In which case, I don't really care about your opinion anymore. But I'm afraid we're going to do what we did to Johnny Cate and escalate the situation to the point where they get divorced, and it just becomes another media spotlight and circus. I just don't want that. But that's an opinion. Shit. Don't flag me for that, YouTube. You could barely hear it. But the pros to doing this is there's a media circus, and the media makes lots of money. Not great. But, plus it gives us news to follow. I suppose I'm taking advantage of this a little bit too. But, that's just how it's going to go for now. The cons is that we break up a marriage. We ruin a family. I suppose there's no way I can do this part of it without being opinionated. But, I mean, what else do you want me to say? You want the media to have their way and break up a family? Just because he may have talked to her? Or do you want them to try and talk it out in private without having the media's pressure on them, and see what happens then? There's a better chance of that marriage surviving. A much better chance. So, I want video responses, text responses, anything really will work for me. I'd be happy to hear from any of you, messages, anything. Well, see you maybe tomorrow, 2 days from now. You'll see me definitely Friday. But until then, I'm out.